And the next window that comes up gives us a choice of video. Since we don't see the one we want, we need to go get it in our folder. And if we scroll down, there it is right here, Buyer 1. So we click on Buyer 1, open that file, and here's the screen that comes up. Now I want to enter Buyer 1 into the timeline. And go right to the very end of the video. And you can see my time for that video is 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Now I know that a 50-foot reel like this should be 3.75 minutes, which is 3 minutes and 45 seconds long. Now if you zoom in on the timeline, you can see where the end of the video is now, and the 3-minute 45-second mark is right here. So now let's put this video back to its normal speed. I'm going to pull up the icon that adds an effect to a video clip. And the one I want is time effects. I have my choice of speed or strobe, and of course I want to affect the speed. So I go down and select the video and push OK. You should also deselect smooth motion. Smooth motion tends to blend one frame in with another, and it's not natural motion. Now I don't have to punch in a number at all. I just come down and grab the end of my clip, and I'm going to stretch it out to 3 minutes and 45 seconds right here. And you can see that the film is now going to run at 82% of its normal speed, which will stretch the movie out to its normal time of 3 minutes and 45 seconds. And you can see that puts our timeline back into shape here, 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Now while our cursor is still here, I'm going to go up here and stick in 3 seconds of black. So I want black on the full screen. Okay, so now I'll select a graphic, and a solid graphic at that, and the color black. Tell it OK. Tell it OK again. And there's my section of black. While my graphic is selected, I can go up and change the duration, clicking here. These are full seconds, and these are frames. So I'm going to pull it down to 3 seconds. And you can see now we're at our 3-second point. I'm going to fade into this black from the very end frame of video. Now I'm going to go find the frame on which I want my video to end. So I'm going to bring my cursor back and watch my screen. And there's the last section of video right there. I'm going to get to the last frame of that sunset, right here is the last frame, and then I'll put a cut line there. Now you can see the short section from the last good frame of video to black is highlighted still, And while it's highlighted, I'm going to hit the trash can, and now it's gone. Now I'll go one frame back, and there's my sunset. So I go to my frame grab tool here and select it, and then hit grab. There's my frame. Now I want to add this where you see the cursor, so I go one frame to the right of the cursor and then punch in add to movie. Now my frame is added to movie. I want to freeze on this for about 2 seconds before I go to a fade to black, and that's the normal way I end the video transfer from each reel of film. So now I'll go to change properties of a clip, and I move over here to the duration. It's set for 6 seconds, which is the default. If I select the seconds window and count down, 5, 4, 3, 2. That's the one I want, is 2. Now I want to go find my fade tool. And these are transition effects. And I select my fade to black and put it between my last frame of video and the 3 seconds of black. And there it is. And now this is what the end of my video will look like. Now the next effect that I want to do is at the very beginning of the movie. So I reset the movie timeline, and you can see I'm back at the 0 point. Now I want to add in 2 seconds of black at the front of the movie. So I go up to my title and I want a full screen title. And just as we did before, I'm going to select a graphic, color black, OK. This is my screen window. Select OK. So here's my graphic, and its length is 6 seconds, which is the default. And I want to go up and change the duration to 2 seconds. So I select the second window and count down, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you can see we're down to 2 seconds now. Okay, now I'm going to look for the first frame of actual video, and here comes our video dissolving in. Now I'm going to move that frame by frame until that clears up. And I can start it right there, I think. Now I'll put a cutting line in. Select what I had before and trash it. Now, for the sake of a title, without using up the moving film, I'm going to get a freeze frame of this shot and overlay a title, telling the viewers at home what this movie is all about. So I come up and select my title page, and I go over to title overlay. Okay, now I have a title page saved with the graphics in the right place that allows me to enter the name of the movie I'm working on. I call it movie reel number. So I'll open that title, and you see generically it says Home Movies. So I'm going to change that to Beyer Family Home Movies. And I think I'm going to pretty it up a little by centering the text in the box like this. So now it says Beyer Family Home Movies, reel number 1. And I push OK. And then I'm back to my movie timeline. Now, just for the fun of it, I'm going to have that title graphic fade out. So I go up to my effects page, select title effects, and I'll go find a dissolve effect that I like. This one's always fun to do, and I'm going to put it down here at the end of my title. Now I'm going to go back to the start of the movie, and I'm going to select a screen capture right here, go to my first frame and do a frame grab. Then add it to the movie. Now I'm going to select my graphic along with its dissolve effect and move it over to the first frame of video. So now this section here is a freeze frame with a title over top of it, and this section is the remainder of the movie. Well, now I go back to the start of the movie and we'll see just how this plays. So I'm going to push play, and here's how my movie starts. You can see I have a graphic. The graphic dissolves and it goes right into live action, and there's the start of my movie. You can select any frame you want to start from. It doesn't have to be this one, could be any one. Now we put a starting graphic in and a fade to black at the end of the movie. We've stretched it out so the movie will play at normal speed.